In this session, we're going to do a quick overview of everything in a new install of WordPress. Then in later sessions, we'll go into more detail on the individual pieces. This is a brand new install. I haven't done anything to it at all yet. What we're looking at here is called the dashboard. The dashboard has a collection of custom widgets, which provide some information and a little bit of functionality. Let's take a look here. This first one here at the top that says Welcome to WordPress really only appears the first time you log in. It has some suggestions about writing your first blog post or adding a page or viewing your site, etc. You can also optionally customize the way your site looks. When you're done with this, you can click Dismiss right here, and now it's gone. Let's start here in the upper right hand corner. There's a tab called Screen Options. This panel is available on every page in the admin area, but has different contents based on the page at which you're looking. This one shows which widgets to see. Right now we're seeing all except Welcome. If we click Welcome, we get that one back. If we don't want WordPress News, we uncheck it and it goes away. Click it again and it comes right back. Next to it is the Help tab. The Help tab provides contextual help on whatever page you're looking at. This one has information that is an overview, navigation, layout, and content, with some more information on the right here. Right above these tabs it says Howdy, and then it has your username, and if you have an account at gravatar.com, it will show your picture. This provides links to edit your profile and to log out. This option is within what's called the admin bar. While you're logged in, it appears on both the front and the back of the site. If you get a plugin, you can make it appear even when you're not logged in, and you can put some user kind of stuff in there. On the left of the admin bar is the New tab, and gives you quick links to make a new post, media item, page, or user. To the left of that is your Comments notification icon. If you had comments that needed to be moderated, you would see a count right here of how many there are. There's a little drop down here that links to the front end of your website. If you were running a multi-site install, you would have links to all of your sites here. And lastly is the little WordPress icon, which links out to documentation and support forums and feedback and things like that. Let's take a quick look at what's on the dashboard here. At a glance, just gives you some information about what's on your site. WordPress comes with one post, one comment, and one page. It tells us we're running WordPress 3.8 with the 2014 theme, and search engines are currently discouraged. I checked that while installing this so that Google wouldn't crawl it while I'm doing this demo. Below that is the activity box. This is a new box in 3.8. Before this, there were several boxes that had information about comments and information about recently published, etc. This box combines them all together. So this would show you recent comments, things you've recently published, things that you have planned to publish, and a variety of other things. The top right is a quick draft box. This is a slight change from previous versions of WordPress that had a quick post box that included the text editor and all of that. This box is intended not so much to create new posts, but rather to start posts, to get your ideas out there so that you don't forget them. And below that is WordPress News. This is an aggregation of WordPress news articles from around the internet. Now something you can do with these widgets here on the dashboard is minimize them with the little arrows here, and also drag them around. So if you want activity at the top, you can do that. These boxes are called meta boxes, and you can do these things with any meta box within WordPress. So keep an eye out for the little arrows so that you know that you can minimize them, and know that you can drag them around. On the left, we have the admin menu. At the top is dashboard, and there's an updates link. If you had any updates, there would be a number right here next to it to tell you how many. This section of the admin menu right now is expanded because we are within the dashboard. Below that, we have the Posts item, and you can see we have a little flyout here to show all posts, add new, edit the categories, and edit the tags. If you simply click Posts, then it expands this nav item as the dashboard was previously. Below that is the Media Library. We don't have any at the moment because this is a fresh install, but this is where you could upload any media. You can upload pictures, video, Word documents, PDFs, just about anything that you might ever want to upload can go in here. Once those items are in this library, then they become available to your pages and posts and things like that. Below that is Pages, and pages are similar to posts, except they're intended to stay in one spot forever, as opposed to posts, which are dated and might scroll off your homepage. Below that is Comments, where you manage the comments that exist on your site. You can mark new ones as approved or spam, or you can trash them, and you can see which ones are pending. Below that is the Appearance section. Under Appearance, you can set themes. You can customize themes that are set up to be customized. You can manage the widgets in your sidebar. You can manage your site menus. You can change the header on your site if you're using a theme that has that functionality built in. You can change the background. Again, similar to header, the theme must support that. And then there's an editor. You can actually go in and edit the theme files. I don't recommend this because if you break it, then you may not be able to get back to your site. Below that is plugins. Plugins are some of WordPress's most powerful tools. It's what makes it so flexible. Here's where you can add new, deactivate without necessarily deleting, or actually delete some. You can add new either by searching the WordPress repository at wordpress.org or uploading some. Below that is the user manager. As an administrator, I can add new and edit existing users. Roles with less powers than administrator can either edit only themselves or only people with roles lesser than theirs. Below that is the toolbox. Out of the box, WordPress doesn't come with very many tools. Press this allows you to make a bookmarklet for your browser so you can easily blog about pages you find on the internet. There's a categories and tags converter, and then it's possible to import from other places on the internet, as well as export the content on your own site to some other site. Then there's the settings menu. This is a pretty important section when you first start off. You can set up things like whether or not people are allowed to register for your site for free, and if they are, what role they have, what time zone you're in. I'll set mine now. Your date format, time format, and what day of the week your week starts on. There, now I've saved those settings. There are writing settings, reading settings, discussion settings, which I will edit now. I strongly recommend you turn off comments on new sites until you're ready for the site to go live, even if you want them. That way you don't get spammers leaving comments that you don't want while you're working on your site. Here's the section for gravatars. I have mine set to show avatars, and my content rating is G, and for people that don't have gravatar accounts, I can choose what icon to show. Media settings for sizes of images you upload and how to organize them. Permalinks show how your individual page and post addresses look in the location bar. By default, they have the post ID number, but these days it's strongly recommended that you switch to post name. Previously, post name was a pretty slow way to render your pages, but they've figured that out now. You can also change the paths of your categories and tags. The last thing at the bottom of the menu is this link which says Collapse Menu, and it makes it so you only have icons. That's pretty nice for a small screen. One of the new things in WordPress 3.8, which this version is a responsive design in the admin area so that it works much more nicely on narrow screens, tablets, and phones. Let's take a look here. As you can see, at a certain breakpoint, the nav automatically gets small. And then at a narrower breakpoint, the nav switches to the top of the screen. At this point, we can get as narrow as is comfortable. That's about as narrow as a normal phone, and it still looks pretty good. If we click this, we get the admin. There's a link to our home, there's the comments, there's the new, and we can still log out. So that's an overview of the admin area. In coming sessions, we'll take a look at all the individual parts of the WordPress admin so that you can get a good handle on how everything works.